Welcome to Studio 863. I'm your host, Hollywood Jackson, and today we're going to show you our MAME build. For those of you who don't know what MAME is, it stands for Multiple Arcade Machine Emulator. My wife bought me this X-Arcade Two Player controller with the trackball from Amazon for about 150 bucks. I had a Lenovo C260 all-in-one desktop computer that came out of the studio. It's nothing fancy, 8 gigs of RAM, running Windows 8.1. I had an older version of MAME already running on this computer, so we just downloaded the latest MAME software and installed it. You really got to want to play these games because it's a lot of work. You have to go find the right ROMs, the right system BIOS files, and it's basically a giant puzzle. Now, I can't tell you where to go to find all the ROMs and the system's files, but you can Google it and find most of the things that you're going to need. Okay, so right now we're running the MAME 205B 64-bit. Now, this software is free from the MAME website, and that is mamedev.org. And so this software gets updated a couple times a year. So it's a good idea from time to time to just go on the website and check, because they're always adding new ROMs and new features to the platform. I already have a way older version of the MAME, and I have, 1,500 games or so that do work. So what we did was we migrated those files into the new 205B. And believe it or not, a lot of the stuff works. And the stuff that did not work, all it needed was the system's BIOS files. So a lot of those things have been upgraded. So the basic MAME cabinet is about $3,000. It does not come with all the games. It only comes with the games that it's licensed for. Now keep in mind, what we're dealing with here are copyrights on the games themselves. Any uncertified or unknown sources could contain malicious code that may damage your system. So just be aware of that. You don't want to download any malicious code to your $3,000 arcade MAME. The MAME community is simply trying to save these games and the technology contained in them. There are forums dedicated to pin MAME and arcade MAME. Most of these sources are from enthusiasts who have dedicated their time and resources to help save the long forgotten arcade games and pinball machines. Now, you can join these sites usually for free, but they do operate on donations to keep the sites up and running and to keep all the information current. It takes a lot of time and effort. These guys are out there at the pinball junkyard pulling out the artwork and pulling out the ROMs and the boards to try to save these machines. A lot of these machines have ended up in the trash can. People just throw them away because they're so bulky, they're heavy, and when they quit working, it's really hard to find someone out there that knows how to fix it cheaply, because these guys are basically been run out of business by your Xbox and your Sony PlayStation. But just keep in mind, when you're on these forums, you can donate money and time. We're going to have a lot of fun with this MAME build. We're going to add some light guns. I'm going to add some paddles. Right now, we're just using it on the platform that I already had it on, just to get everything checked and make sure the stuff works before we transfer it over to the new computer. Because you really literally have to go through and get the game up and running, install the right ROMs, the right BIOS files. Then you got to go back and check to see if the game works. And once you figure out whether it works or not, then you have to go through and program the joystick for it. Also, if you're into gaming, check out Metal Jesus on YouTube. He's pretty awesome. He's got a huge collection of vintage arcade games, and I think he's got just about every gaming station ever made and probably almost all the games that came with them. So his channel is really cool if you're into gaming. Check that out. So that does it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to be back with another episode showing you exactly how to get this thing up and running and how to troubleshoot some of the problems and issues and go out onto the internet and find what you need.
If you like what you see, go ahead and click on that like button. While you're at it, reach over and hit that subscribe button too. If you got any questions or comments, please leave them down below or just send us an email. I'm Hollywood Jackson for Studio 863. Thanks for watching.